Greetings everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Challenges Guide. Now for those who are new to this series, watching for the first time, the Weekly Challenges are a set of 5 races that go live Thursday night, Friday morning. These usually consist of 4 races that are already in the game that, depending on your progress, you may need to unlock, while the 5th one, the special event, is one that usually shows up for that week only. So, the purpose of these guides is to give you an overview as to what these races offer. These can range from drivetrains to specific events or models to even specific countries. So, kicking things off with the Jimny Cup. This is a 3-lap race around Lake Louise short track reverse, and of course features either of the Suzuki Jimny models, the XC18 or the Sierra JC18. Now for this, I'm going to go with the JC model I have, particularly the model one. This is the stock one that I haven't touched. And this is the modified one over here, this bright yellow one. And that's the one I am going to use for this particular event. And of course it's on a snow track, so we got to get off of the circumference and onto the snow tires. Remember to go to the race shop and get those snow tires if you don't already have them. And yeah, of course, consider turn 1, second gear. Turn 3, full throttle, a brief lift if you need to. Turn 5, third gear, look how that narrows up. It gets a little narrow. And turn 7, second gear, enter high, power out, and get a good run out onto the straightaway. Next, the lightweight K-Cup. This is a 5-lap race around the Willow Springs International Raceway streets of Willow. Of course, this requires a K-car, comfort sauce, and performance points of 400 or less, as you can see here. Now, you could use this, as this does fall underneath it, but I'm going to save it since I like having some variety in my lists. I'm going to use my trusty Honda S6 instead. So, of course, you consider turns 2, second gear, I don't know how to say turns. Turn 3 is also a second gear corner, but turns 4 through 6 are all third gear. You'll be carrying a lot of speed there. Turn 8, second gear, you want to arc the corner there, enter high, then turn low. Turns 9 through 10, a slight lift, with 11 the real heavy braking point for second gear. The rest of the turns, not too big a deal until turn 15, which is another second gear corner. Next, the Race of Turbo Sports Cars. This is a 5-lap race at Watkins, Glen, long course, so the longer version, 700 performance points or less, and a turbocharger. Pretty much all you need. So, the car I'm going to use here is one that immediately I found very viable in testing, and that's this Honda Elantra N that I built up there. You might have seen it. And if you happen to be using this car and need some pointers, here's a setup to help you out here. Helps me quite a bit. Or to consider, turn 1, second gear, power out to the curbing that you see right there. S's, full power, good to go. The inner loop, 5th gear, abuse those curbs, it'll be fine. Outer loop, 4th gear, wide out and turn down and get the power as you come out of there. Turn 6 is a 3rd gear corner, as is the toe of the boot. And then we come to the heel of the boot, which is the actual 2nd gear corner here. Then we get the turn 9, which is also 2nd gear, and then the final corners, turns 11, 10 and 11, 4th gear, carefully power out to the curb, and 11 in particular. So remember all of this, and this should be a breeze for you, even against much more powerful cars there. Next, the World Touring Car 700. The longest by far, as this is a 30-minute race around the Circuit de la Sarthe, or the 24-hour racetrack, with 6 times fuel use and 6 times tire wear, 700 performance points or less. And here is the examples here. Now this is mostly a Group 4 race, light mechanical damage and shortcut penalties, so be careful about that. Now you could use a Group 4 car, but I'm using something that's a little bit sneakier there that I've used to grind quite a bit. That's the Aston Martin DBR9. So, for to consider here, the Dunlop chicane, 2nd gear, the S's, 3rd gear, Toyota Rouge, a gentle lift in 4th gear, the Daytona chicane, the first one you come up on, that's 2nd gear, and then the La Farther chicane, the second one you come there, that's also second gear. And then we're going to Malzahn, which is also second gear. Enter it wide and use the curb there to turn the car. Indianapolis, going hard, braking second gear. Arnage, also second gear corner. And you power down to get to the Porsche curves, which you can take in fourth gear if you got yourself just right. Just use those curves there. And then you get to the Corvette curve, third gear. No braking, just downshift. And then you get to the Ford chicane, second gear for both parts. And of course, bonus tips, obviously, the Aston Martin DBR9 that you see here, very viable if you just go 3 clicks down on horsepower, but you will be using hards only, and the weather's random, so be careful about that. And then of course, the special event, the Hyundai N1 RS 1 make. This is a 5-lap race around the Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit, and of course features the Honda N1 RS. So, obviously no mystery as to what car you will need to use for this particular event. So, I'm going to use the modified one I have there, and off we go. Cars to consider: Paddock Hill Bend, second gear. Druids, also second gear. Bottom Bend, third gear. The South Bank, second gear, without triggering that corner kind of is. But Hardcore Bend, that is a third gear corner, as is Westfield Bend and Dingledale corner. Sterling's Bend, second gear, because it can be a little tricky to get. And then Car Corner to get you a good run out of there. So that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, whether you just logged in for the first time to these events or haven't in quite a while. If you like this, give it a like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll know when these videos go up Fridays at 2 p.m. So, that's it for me, and I will see you guys in the next video.